Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a massive, multi-layered operations update from the Gophers Mining Club, or GGMC. If you've been following their journey, you know they are constantly optimizing, right? Always evolving? Well, the latest dispatches from the Royal Gopher News outline a foundational shift in how they're operating, both physically and digitally. We're talking major hardware relocations, a complete software overhaul, and a seriously significant injection of capital. It's a lot of moving parts, but we're going to map it all out together logically so you can see exactly where the whole ecosystem is heading.
So, three big pivots: hardware, software, and rewards. We are plunging straight into the action today, so let's just jump right into the physical reality of the business first, the actual mining rigs.
Navigating U.S. hardware shifts. Look, the global mining landscape is always shifting, and GGMC has actually anticipated the closure of their previous partner facility over in the United States. And the simple reason for this? The viability of mining in that specific location just dropped. Mining is a game of margins, and when the math stops making sense in one region, a strategic pivot isn't just nice to have, it's absolutely necessary.
Now, before anyone starts worrying about the bulk of the operation, let's take a look at the bigger picture. The vast majority of the club's current miners, and literally all of their new miners, are safely and actively operating over in the UAE. The United Arab Emirates has essentially become their primary stronghold. So, the core of the GGMC mining fleet remains incredibly strong. The current puzzle they're solving right now is just specifically what to do with the remnant hardware left behind at that now-closed U.S. facility.
So what exactly is left stateside? Well, we have 18 K7s, 10 KA3s, and 15 D9s. Gotta love a project that actually gives us the exact numbers, right? Now, a crucial piece of context here: a decent number of those KA3 units had actually experienced issues previously, which the team tried to rectify many months ago. So basically, we have a mixed bag of hardware sitting there idle, unprofitable in its current spot, just waiting for a solution.
And this brings us to a really brilliant demonstration of the team's agility. They had to ask themselves, okay, do we pack all these up and ship them halfway across the world to the UAE? The answer? No way. The shipping costs alone would completely eat into any potential profit, making it just now worth the effort for older or, potentially faulty units. So instead of shipping them, they're executing this smart three-step pivot. They move them to testing, sell them as is on the secondary market to get the best possible price, and then, here's the kicker, they inject every single cent of those funds directly back into their longevity fund.
Boosting the longevity fund. And man, this sets up an even bigger financial win for the project. For context, the longevity fund is essentially their war chest. It's what they use to buy next-generation miners and secure the club's future. Liquidating the old U.S. hardware is a great way to top it up, but the team actually just announced another massive win from an old business partnership that is absolutely going to supercharge this fund.
Okay, listen to this number: $25,000. After successfully settling with their original hosting provider, the GGMC team was finally able to get their initial deposit back from the 2022 and 2023 operating period. Let me tell you, getting a deposit back years later in the crypto mining space, that is a massive operational victory. That is a cool $25,000 of pure capital dropping right back into the club's treasury.
And the really crucial point here is how this capital gets deployed. By combining this recoup deposit with the upcoming funds from the U.S. liquidation, their next batch order is going to be massive. We're talking an incredible injection of buying power. And in the hardware game, volume dictates price. Because of the sheer scale of this upcoming order, the team is anticipating they'll secure one of their lowest cost per miner ratios in a really long time. It is literally a textbook example of turning a regional closure into a massive financial advantage. All right, the big software transition. Having secured the physical hardware and bolstered the treasury, we're transitioning to the big digital update. Because, a mining club isn't just about spinning fans in a warehouse, it's about connecting that generated value directly to the community infrastructure.
V3 dApp client, with beta testing very soon. The team announced they are absolutely heads down right now and very nearly ready to roll out their big V3 dApp client update. They've noted this has actually been a long time coming. This new release utilizes a wealth of fresh technology they've been building behind the scenes, and the excitement is really building because the very first people who are going to get their hands on this are the beta testers who already signed up to trial the new onboarding process.
Now, strategically, this is not just a fresh coat of paint. This release marks their official transition away from the old Kingdom Trust, or KT, platform. Moving forward, they are pivoting straight into ASICmining.io.
The team describes this as their new, highly business-oriented approach to mining services. And what's truly fascinating here is that this represents a real-world business entity that organically spawned directly out of the Cardano blockchain and the Gopher community. It's a huge step up in professionalism and scalable onboarding. A real game changer for sure.
Finally, community actions, claims, and oracles. With all these systems upgraded, there are some highly specific, time-sensitive moves you need to make right now to engage with the ecosystem. First and foremost, Q2 2026 claims are officially open. But listen, you only have a strict 2-week window to get this done. The team has updated the interface, so you just need to head over to app.ggmc.io, log into your account, and look for the new action item. You should actually see a brand new notification right there in your navigation bar to guide you. If you're part of the club, seriously, do not sleep on this 2-week window. Go get it done.
And lastly, for the Oracle holders out there, it is time to submit your predictions for the quarter ahead. The team has posed the exact question that'll be featured in the app, and I want to leave you with it today to really get you thinking. Here it is. What will the price of Bitcoin be in USD on the 31st July 2026 2359 UTC on CoinGecko? That is a highly specific, highly fascinating target to aim for, especially when you consider all the crazy shifts happening in the market right now. So, what's your number? Go lock in your claims, formulate your Bitcoin predictions, and definitely keep your eyes peeled for that massive DApp update. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.